Welcome to Marriage Monday with Jeremiah and Savannah Jennings. The Jennings own Growing Green Landscapes and are very happily married. In this podcast, Jeremiah and Savannah discuss the wins, losses, good times, bad times, and everything in between pertaining to owning a business while maintaining a healthy marriage along the way. We hope you enjoy the show.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to the episode today here on the Growing Green Podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I'm super excited to come to you today with another fresh episode for your Monday. I have done this intro now, coming up on 500 episodes.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
Nope.
Joining me today is my beautiful co-host, Savannah. Are you
Hey.
excited?
Always.
It has been a wild week, if you were wondering. We are back from the House of the Mouse.
Excuse me.
The land down under, Orlando, Florida.
No. It's not the land down under. Do you know where that is?
It was a great week. We had a great vacation. Did a couple podcasts while we were down there. It was a great time. Also, this is a major side note, but I was sitting here looking at the podcast episodes. We've done 496 of these. This is 497.
Wow.
498. So guess what? Next Marriage Monday will be 500 episodes.
That's crazy.
Should
Will
we-
that be your 500?
Yeah.
Wow.
Should
Special.
we make Andrew and Emily be on that with us for our 500th episode?
Yeah, we should.
That
That would be a good show. That would be good.
While I'm sitting here looking at this, we have a new podcast thumbnail, which I like. Have you seen it? Have you seen my
No.
updated one?
I have not.
You should go look at it. You get to look at my face a lot on there.
Okay.
We are prepped and ready to go for this coming week. Last week was good. We were in Disney World, like I said, and had a great time down there with friends, family, friends, and half of the world in all of the parks.
No. It was not terrible.
It was not. We actually balled out. We were in great shape. Minimal crowds, as minimal crowds as you can expect ever for Disney World. If you've ever been before,
Oh, yeah.
you know the ups and the downs in the crowds. There were not that many people there
No.
in comparison to what there has
On
been.
average, we waited 10 to 20 minutes for things, and then like your big.
We waited 2 or 3 times for 40. But that was about it.
like your big things, like your Tower of Terror, your Avatar, or whatever. We waited like 40
Have you gone to
to
look at my
50
thumbnail
minutes.
yet?
Oh no,
What
sorry,
are you
I'm
doing
supposed to do
over
that
there?
right now. Jeez.
Yeah, I want you to see it. Give
Oh
me
yeah,
your
it looks
feedback.
really good.
You're not even looking at it.
Bite me.
Okay.
Okay. No.
We had a great week down there. We had a lot of people there. We had 18 people with us.
23,
20
24.
Did we really have that many?
Yeah, we counted everybody with the children at one point. It was in the low to
So we had 24
mid-20s.
people there. We're in a house with 15 beds, 16 baths. It was a very, very full house.
It was.
It was a great time, though.
Good though.
We, in the parks, what was I going to say about that? I don't forget what I was going to say.
Crowds, wait times.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Not a
don't
lot
remember
of
what I was
people.
gonna say.
Weather.
There weren't that. Oh, I know what I was going to say. We really set ourselves up for success by taking my first trip in August.
Yeah, I kind of
it-
can't believe that we did that.
It really made the trips can only be better from there on out.
So true. I think I totally forgot that was your first experience.
The first time we ever went, I went with your family when we were dating. We went in the middle of August, so
Yeah.
aka 110 degrees, a billion people because it was right before school went back into school started back. So kids everywhere, it was so miserable. It was so miserable. Extremely long wait times. So pretty much, we just set ourselves up for success for any future trips to be better than that one. Because now we go in the middle of winter.
Why did we even go then?
I think we had days that had to be used or something. They were going to expire.
No
Maybe.
way. Do you know my dad? Why would we have gone then? That's so crazy.
I don't know. Because we weren't in school.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Maybe
Well,
I was going to be. I
I think I was in school. Was I still in high school? No.
Yeah.
That wasn't my senior year.
Was it?
Was it?
I don't know.
Maybe it was. I don't
I'm
remember.
about to look really quick.
No,
while you're
no.
talking.
You don't need to look
I'm
and figure it
already
out.
here.
We'll figure it out. Oh, my goodness.
I just got to scroll real quick.
Maybe that is what it was. I don't remember. But it was a great week. We love going down there. We're probably taking a break on our Disney trips for a while.
No, not probably. We
are taking a break on our Disney trips for a while. I think the next time we go on a vacation.
August 15th of 2018. Were you in high school?
I graduated. No, I graduated in May of 2018.
Okay.
So it was right after I graduated.
So you were starting school.
Starting, yeah. That was like going into my first year of taking over the business.
And I was in school. Why did we
I do remember that because I
there?
left Micah to go on that trip. I do remember that.
Sorry, Micah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this picture of us. First of all, that old man in the wheelchair. What a vibe.
We have a lot of pictures there.
Yeah, we got matching shirts.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I got those ears. Oh, this is that was SeaWorld. We went to SeaWorld right there.
So, man, that was the last time we went.
No.
Did we go before then? Since then?
The first. Yes.
SeaWorld.
Oh, SeaWorld, yes.
So that's been 6 years? 7 years. 7 years?
7 years.
Holy cow, has it been 7 years since we went to SeaWorld? I feel like it was yesterday.
I do too. That's why I was like, all those rides, I was like, I don't remember these. But then
That's why they had added.
It's been
they
7
had 2.
years.
When we went, they had 2 roller coasters.
They've
added
3.
No, they had 2, I promise you.
No, I think they had the
Promise you
Kraken.
they had those 2.
Okay, we're going to fight about it, I guess.
That's insane. Man, time does fly. We went to
7
SeaWorld
years.
this past week.
Yeah,
which
was
good.
No.
I have such respect for the trainers for the dolphins and the killer whales. Like, I could watch those shows all day long. The killer whales especially, those animals are just they're just behemoths. And the things they teach them to do, major respect for that. So it was very cool, good production, good coasters, all of the above there. But overall, what would you rate this trip as a whole?
Oof. That's so hard.
I would rate this trip 8.5 out of 10.
I was going to say 7.
7, dang.
7.5.
You're a harsh critic.
Maybe. I'm not a harsh critic.
It's more for you because you're pregnant.
Yeah, I think
There's
I had
a lot
some
more work for
false expectations going into this. Like,
well, you just didn't realize what it was going to entail.
Yeah. Well, I think I
Fully.
really just went into this being like, this is going to be, and I'm not trying to complain at all. Like, it truly was such a fun time. It was a great week for many reasons. But I think I just went into this being like, I'm going to feel and do and look and act the same. I'm just going to like have a belly because I'm pregnant or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, oh, it'll all be fun and the same. I'll just be pregnant and I'll just have to sit out a couple things.
That was not the case.
Wasn't the case. I don't know if it's like the pregnancy or what. I got like super overwhelmed really easily a lot, and that's not. I don't know how many people that know me like super duper well listen to this might laugh at me when I say that's not always the case. But not there. Okay, I'm very happy there. I love Disney World. So I don't know. It was just I got out of breath and really tired, like physically uncomfortable, easier than I maybe thought that I would.
Well, you're having a baby in 66 days.
Yeah.
66. Yeah, it's like 2 months, right?
Anyways.
2 months.
We don't need to talk about
2
that.
big ones.
We don't need to talk about that.
2 big ones.
I don't know about that. I don't think that's
9 weeks
false.
tomorrow.
False. Anyways,
Get excited.
but Jack,
That means we're cutting grass in 9 weeks, guys, by the way.
less than 9.
We're cutting grass in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
6.
But
we're cutting grass in
anyways.
6 weeks. That's insane.
I'm so thankful that we took the trip, and I'm also thankful that it's over.
Yeah, it was good. It was very, very good. You want to learn how to go to Disney on a budget if you want to save some money but still make some memories, reach out and let me know. We can do it. We can tell you. Because
yeah,
it's
we
fun.
definitely don't go like all out when we go. That's not our vibe. I mean, we go to enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. We don't go down there and
literally
like stress out and bench pennies or
Yeah.
whatever, because it is to be enjoyed. But there are ways to do it without spending.
going insane.
Yeah.
There's just no need.
No.
But yeah, that was our week this week. It was good. Ran over to the Mastermind. Talked about that on Wednesday's show. Ran over to that for afternoon on Monday, and then just enjoy time together because man, we're about to get into the thick of it. And
you had to play some golf too.
Yeah, we did play golf. Played golf one day on the Disney course, which was good. We saw no alligators, which I was wanting to see. It was too cold, but
Got one on a cold day.
we saw a lot of turkey, ton of turkey.
That's so weird.
These turkey were crawling in people's cars. Like 100%.
Did you tell them about? Oh, did you post that on your
100% were
Instagram
scratching
story
the paint.
about the chipmunk or squirrel or whatever that thing was?
The armadillo?
No, in Animal Kingdom.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like jumping from stroller
Yeah, we were in
to
Animal Kingdom.
stroller.
This squirrel was just jumping from stroller to stroller, eating snacks in people's bags.
Yeah, like, oops, sorry. People like park their strollers in all these designated areas to go on rides. So there's just like rows and rows and rows of strollers.
Like more strollers you can even count.
And we were walking, and this squirrel or whatever was literally in the little stroller caddies of people's strollers, like hopping strollers, eating the food or snacks or paper or whatever, like out of the cup holders. It was so funny. So then I was like,
living its best life.
Oh, I wonder how many things I fed Jack that I thought were safe just sitting here while we rode. And then, anyway, so it was funny. That's what you were talking about. But.
No, we saw turkeys. Turkeys were getting on top of the cars.
Oh.
100% scratching the paint. I would have been not happy if that would have been mine.
You didn't drive, did you?
No, we did not drive. We flew. We gamed the system.
Oh,
which I'm very glad we did.
Yeah, but y'all.
This took a lot of convincing. But Savannah did tell me. She did tell me when we were laying in the bed taking a nap at 2:30, and everyone else was still putting
4.5
their way
hours
back
away.
home. You said, you know what? Thank you.
It's just so hard, and maybe
it's really not.
That's part of the pregnancy and the overwhelmed thing, because it was. Listen,
you're this way all the time, though. The pregnancy, yes, it heightens it. Savannah. Look, I love you. You do not do well in airports.
I don't love them.
You get too stressed out.
I want to be there like 3 hours early.
And here's my thing. I'm opening up to that more and more, right? Because I will give you, it makes going through security just like,
who cares? Like we're just happy to be here.
We're just walking. Like there's no stress like fighting through the line, right? But we cannot do that with a toddler, because once you get through security, then you got to entertain them for the rest of the time you're there.
Yeah, it's
and
just
that's
hard.
what
Flying with the
would much rather
in general.
I would much rather be pushing it to catch our flight, not pushing it to catch our flight.
Oh gosh, no.
No, listen,
Nothing
pushing it to catch our flight. Nothing is worth the years
that takes off my life. It does. It takes years off my life when we're like 30 minutes to board and we're like trying to get through security.
No, we don't ever get that. We do not ever get there that late.
It feels like it.
Under an hour.
That's all that matters.
Under an hour to board and we're going through security, I'm good with that. If we're going through security,
depends on the airport. Birmingham, sure. What the heck?
But I don't understand why do we get caught up in this. I've never to this day been in an airport where security's ever taken more than 30 minutes. Like it just doesn't happen. I've never been a part of it. Maybe it does happen. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah,
I've never had it happen. Orlando is one of the biggest airports in the U.S. and we went through that security in 20 minutes. Like, and we went through the standard security line. We didn't even use clear or pre-check.
That was horrible.
It wasn't. So I'm saying, like, that's why.
It's just the sheer amount of people, and like you feel like you're in an ant farm.
It was. Now Orlando was crazy because getting checked in and luggage and all that stuff.
That luggage process.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
I'm getting so tired just thinking about that.
And when you travel with a car seat, that adds a lot to it.
Yeah, I'm like wearing a car seat, pushing a stroller.
Yeah.
Got Jack's back and Jack.
But I will say 100%. I will. So I flip-flop it. I will go through the airport with a toddler over an infant any day. I will fly on the plane with an infant over a toddler any day. I need one. Oh, yeah.
I think I prefer
You'd rather
the toddler.
fly with the toddler?
Yeah. The toddler's entertained. Our kid,
to an extent. He was getting restless at the end.
Didn't sleep, bro. Like,
Jack was the exception to the rule. He didn't. He was the exception.
But like Jack was entertained with.
A normal infant would just sleep on the plane.
Yeah, well, it's so much harder to travel with them. Jack
did sleep the first time. When we went to LAL like 3 weeks after he was born.
Maybe. I don't remember that trip at all.
He was literally a month old.
2.
Oh, yeah, he was 2. Yeah, he was 2.
But anyways.
He was 2 months.
The toddler was easily distracted, entertained, snacks, whatever.
And we had a short flight. We only had an hour flight.
Yeah, it was an hour.
Anyway, all of this to say, Springhurst is coming. Baby's coming. It was a great trip.
Why did you even start talking about flying? We were talking about...
You talked about
the
driving.
Convincing and stuff.
Yeah, you did say thank you. Because we had points to fly down there. We flew down there for free. We had people that were driving that didn't need a car while they were there. So we said, hey, you drive our car. That way we'll have our car when we're down there. We don't have to pay for a rental car. Best of both worlds.
That was
we had
really
our personal car while we were down there, and we didn't have to make the drive, the 8.5 hour drive.
Yeah, my brother and sister-in-law drove our car because they don't have a kid. So, I mean, they were going to drive anyways. Yeah, it would have been fine, but I will say there was a moment after we'd just gotten through security, before I had eaten anything, that said, this is not worth it. I wish we were just driving.
And that was your crazy thoughts coming in.
That was my hanger, because
we were on thin ice. You weren't going to last much longer if you didn't get food.
It was like noon.
And it's almost like someone said, get out of the gas station and get yourself a snack.
Okay, we need to move on before somebody needs to get on here and
as we continue, we can talk about communication and how good communication is for your marriage.
Now that we're a good 40 minutes in rambling about flying.
Oh, my goodness. We're talking baby. We're talking literally 66 days, right?
Yes.
Roughly.
Yes.
2 months.
Yes.
Middle of spring rush. We're going to have ourselves in a good spot communication-wise. We've talked about this. We're really going to start hammering down like the planning process more and more in the next coming weeks.
What planning process?
Just of what it looks like. We have had some tough conversations already of like what it's truly going to look like laying out expectations, what it's going to be. It's going to be hard. Like we're going to have a 6 to 8 weeks where it's not going to be fun. Like it's just not. For either one of us, it's just not going to be fun.
Yeah.
But it just is what it is, and we're going to get through it, and we're going to get through it together, and we're going to stay on the same team.
I kind of struggle to go into it with that mindset because I don't want to wish it away.
I'm not saying wish it away, but there's no hiding or negating the fact that you are having a newborn. You're going to have all the emotions, the physical recovery. We have a toddler to keep up with.
Yeah.
And it is the busiest time of year for our business. There's no way to say this is not going to be a tough time. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to enjoy it in the moment. Like, we're going to enjoy spending time with the newborn and soaking it all in and making the memories, but it's going to be hard. Like, it's not going to be fun, per se. And so we've had those conversations, but talking about communication and what that looks like, we're in a series right now. We're doing 10 weeks of, like, just 10 topics that I think are relevant to business and marriage combined, principles, things that we've gone through, we go through on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis here in our own personal life. And we've talked about communication a lot on the show, right? Like it's not a secret. What are we, 3 years into Marriage Monday, I believe?
Yeah, we've talked about that a bunch. Yes.
3 years in. We talked about communication many times. You can go back through and listen to some episodes on it. But I want to do a little refresher today and talk through some things maybe we haven't talked about before about this, a little more in depth of just some different areas and principles of communication that you can look at in your life as you head into the new year with your spouse, trying to do new things, trying to grow your business, excel in your job, right? Like whatever you're doing in your career, these are applicable to you. If you have a spouse, you have a significant other, you have a relationship you're trying to grow, then these are going to be applicable. And I just want you to think about these today and like ask yourself some questions. Are we following these? Are we implementing these? We aren't perfect at any of these that we're going to talk about, right? Like that's not the thing. That's not what I'm trying to say. We're talking through and trying to figure these things out as we grow. And I want to make sure that as we do and as we talk about it, it's never coming at you from a place of like, we got to figure it out. You do this way and you'll catch up to us one day, because that is not what it is.
Jokes.
It's more of a like, hey, we're working through this right now. This is what seems to work. This is what doesn't work. How can you do it and see your relationship grow and change as well? At the end of the day, communication, it's the foundation for like business to succeed, right? You have to communicate with your employees, your clients, your vendors, all of those things. You have to have clear communication if you want your business to succeed. You also have to have it in your marriage as well. Intimacy in marriage, whether that be like just emotional, physical, whatever that is, you have to have communication on all fronts.
Right.
And I want to make sure that when we talk about communication and you hear the word, like, what does that actually mean? To me, it's having the hard conversations when you don't want to. That's what comes to mind when I hear clear communication. What would you say, like, is your top thing? Like,
communication?
yeah, like, what's your definition of communication? Or, like, what comes to mind when you hear the word communication in a marriage? There's obviously
know,
more.
that's
There's obviously
hard,
more
'cause, like,
ways than what I say. That's just what
that's
comes
so-
to mind when I think
I
of
feel
it.
like if I just say the first thing that comes to mind, that's kind of hard because I've never thought about defining, like, the actual word, right? Not, like, what all it entails. But being able to, like, verbalize, but also receive, like, expectations and feelings, thoughts about
Whether you like them or agree with them or not.
Yeah, 100%. Like that's not always. It's not the fun stuff. When I think about like communicating,
Yeah.
I personally, and maybe this is something I should work on, but the first thing that comes to mind when I think about communication is being like expressing that, not always just receiving it. And
What do you
maybe,
mean expressing it?
like, when I think about communication, I think about like my need or my ability to express like what I need from you, or
And you're saying you need
how
to
I
think about the
feel.
receiving side more?
Yeah.
Correct, yes. I think everyone does. I do 100%.
But that's just like what pops into my mind is like my ability and willingness to express.
To talk about it, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you have to have, the second part of that, which is the receiving side. And that's
Yeah.
something I would say that I know and you know that I struggle with and continue to struggle with and just try to always make myself better at is intently listening to whatever you're saying. Like that's been a source of contention in our marriage probably since we were dating.
Yeah.
And I think that may be a little bit of like, at the end of the day, I would probably test for ADHD. Like I think most entrepreneurs do to some extent, right? Like you're always thinking, you're always like,
You're not.
You're
you would
changing
just be ADD. You're not hyperactive.
what I don't know the difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
ADD. You're always thinking about the next thing. You're thinking about what's going on tomorrow, what problems you have to solve today, what can you do to be better. Like that's constantly running through your head. And I think that one of the things that I have to do and have had to do is listen more intently to you in the way that you like especially when you are like you're openly communicating and you're openly talking about things. Guys, if you don't listen to that, if you don't listen to your spouse that way and you don't truly like soak in and take in what she's saying, like that is how resentment builds very quickly because in your mind you think, well, why would I tell him he's not going to listen?
Yeah. No, like
Nothing's going to change.
Yeah, to be totally candid, we've had that conversation,
Yeah.
right? I mean, like there have been several scenarios, situations, instances, whatever you want to call it, in the past, like almost dating, early marriage, that it was very hard for me to be vulnerable or express to you how I felt about a certain situation, and was like multiple times, and nothing ended up coming of it, like nothing changed or whatever. And basically what would happen was I would express it in the calm way or whatever. We would talk about it and nothing would change. And then finally I would I fully admit I got like irrational about it, right? Like I would become like extremely emotional and whatever. Because the message was being sent that like whatever I was saying wasn't coming across enough, right? And granted, like that has happened to like me on the receiving side. I'm not saying that the second Jeremiah tells me something, I automatically just flip the switch and fix it and whatever. It just it's looked different for us, right? Like when you've expressed need for me to do something and I haven't done it, whatever. That is just an example for us of why that has become so important for you, like now, and how you've learned from it, right? Is like,
well, because it's nothing, and I think as you go through this, whoever's listening, guy, girl, here in the relationship, you have to remember, both of you, that like if you're in a healthy marriage, you're meant to be together. You're striving to like serve one another. Neither one of you are doing that intentionally. I'm not intentionally ignoring you. I'm not intentionally like blowing you off. I'm not intentionally not listening to you. It's just it's tough to say. It sounds really bad coming off the tongue. It just that sounds terrible.
I know what you're gonna say.
At the end of the day, it just wasn't a priority.
Well, and it just wasn't. You just didn't see it as an issue the way I saw it as an issue. So like there wasn't anything to fix in your mind.
Yeah,
you're like, this is just kind of like, this is not a big deal.
And
you weren't viewing it from, or you weren't aiming to view from my perspective, which is something that we have.
And I think so. What would happen is you would blow up. Or in your mind come irrational.
Which also was never a way to effectively get something across.
It's never a way to effectively come across, but it got the point across, right? It did get the point across to some extent.
Yeah.
And so now
Which
it's
is
like...
not what we recommend. I would never recommend that.
No. But what it's done is, I think what you could have... you could have been better is you could have more clearly communicated the extent to which you cared about that topic in the original communication of it.
Yeah.
I could have listened better, 100%, obviously. But, like, had you communicated as clearly and as passionately as you did when you blew up about something, and this is just in general, we're not talking about a specific time, you have something like that where you really care, like, you have to lay it out there. Look, I need your 100% attention, eye to eye contact, no phones, no nothing. This is a big deal for me. This is and create a system for you. Create a keyword,
which is also so hard because as a female, it's like I shouldn't have to tell you that.
I shouldn't have to tell you that. That's the worst thing, guys. Guys, look,
nothing gets your mind going like me saying something like that.
Don't say that. I shouldn't have to tell you that. That does not fly. It doesn't fly. It doesn't. It's a recipe for failure on both sides.
No, I think what I mean in this situation, saying that is like, if I'm expressing it to you, that's me doing it. Like, why do I have to go above and beyond and really hit the nail in the coffin? Because
so
where's the line between that and then getting emotional? Like, why is me not just expressing to you what I need or how I'm feeling about something not enough? Why is that not an effective enough way?
I think maybe if we're talking about our situation specifically, and probably other people have gone through this, is like, I thought, well, she's not blowing up about it, so it's not that big of a deal. Because that was a common occurrence.
Yeah.
Whether like it or not, it just was. And so
which, like,
to me, it's kind
of... we're not going to talk about it.
What?
Just like,
I'm not saying I'm right. I'm wrong in the process about not taking it serious. Like, that doesn't. I'm not negating that at all. But I'm saying it was a common thing. Me not listening, nothing changed. You would get upset and obviously make a deal about it. Then it would hit home. And if you didn't make a big deal about it or you didn't get upset about it, well, it was like, it's not that big of a deal, right?
Yeah.
So that's a terrible way to go about the whole thing, right? But
yeah, we learned from that one.
100% learned from that. And to me, maybe it's like you could compare it to the boy that cried wolf, right? Like you talk about it, then it happens, and then you blow up. And then, oh man, this is actually a big deal, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just one of those things that get ahead of it if you can, if y'all aren't in this spot yet. Like, talk through these things and make sure that you're setting it clear.
Yeah. Because
you will say something and have passion behind it, but like, women, you have to lay it. This is something that you learn more and more about me. Spell it out. Like, guys are dumb in this aspect. Like, the majority of guys they don't think like a woman thinks. Their brain doesn't operate like that way. They're thinking about the next problem to solve, especially if we're talking to like business owners, entrepreneurs here. Their brain's thinking about the next problem to solve, how they're putting food on the table, what they're doing to grow your family, like what they're the bigger things in life.
Yeah.
Not to say that your things don't matter, but it's to say that like that doesn't affect your day-to-day operation when you're sitting here just running through your head. So you have to like spell it out as clear as day. There can't be any you should understand or you should know. Like, you have to say like, this is a big deal. Like,
right.
This. And there comes a point, yes, you grow. Like, there's things that I can read and know about you that I should know now more than I did 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying there's none of the you should know. Like, I know things and should know things at this point in our marriage and relationship that, yes, I see it's upsetting you. I see your mood has changed. I see something is bothering you. I have to pick up on some context clues there.
Yeah.
But you got to spell that very clearly.
I'm not
in the beginning.
This is not me saying I shouldn't have to tell you that I'm upset or why I'm upset. Like, I myself am trying to grow in that area, because that was something that I would always get caught up in, was, well, like, you should just know, like, you should be able to tell, whatever. It's very, like, immature thinking, and that does not set us up for success, because I need to be able to clearly communicate my own emotions and what I'm feeling, or how a certain situation, what my thoughts are on it. I think where I get caught up is like when that's not going to be enough. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
there shouldn't be this like boy girl who cried wolf situation going on. Like, if I can clearly express to you how it is, like, that should be enough.
Yeah, I agree. You just have to clearly you have to clearly express it.
Right.
Yeah, that's 100%. You can't. You need to stop it before you get to that point. You don't need to get into that point of all that happening. I'm just saying you have to do a really good job of clearly expressing it, which means a lot of times spelling it out in black and white.
Yeah.
Don't sugarcoat it.
But I shouldn't have to do that in like this bold, dramatic, emotional way.
No, it should be a tame conversation just like this. Just spelling it out.
But that should be taken just as seriously as the emotional outburst.
100%.
Yeah, that's just what we're saying.
But when you go into that conversation, hey, this isn't like, again, have a code word. Have something in your marriage where you're like, look, this is a top A priority to me. Yeah. And you, guess what? Top A priorities, we only talk about these when, like, this is not a life or death scenario, but you know what I'm, like, high level things. This is a big, you don't change this, we're in trouble. And then you can have, you could have a tier system, a 1, 2, 3, or whatever that is. you laugh, but I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's how you like, red, yellow, green, whatever you want to do, have an order of importance that so when you know and you go, you say, look, this is a red topic. We have to talk about this right now. If not, we're going to have bigger issues. Yeah. And that also allows you to, like, know, oh, shoot, I better listen. I better put my phone down. I better eye-to-eye contact, active listen, take in everything that I can. As you go through these, right, you talk about communication, you clear that up, you set expectations. You have to make sure that you also navigate conflict with love, grace, respect. Like, conflict, you're going to have it. We've had it many, many times. We're going to have it many, many more times. You have to remember you're on the exact same team. Again, all things considered, if you have a healthy marriage, you're striving to serve each other, like, you're serving the Lord, you're putting your family first, you're raising your kids right, being around the right people, you are on the same team. You're not doing anything, whatever's bothering you, whatever conflict you have, you're not doing it to spite the other one. It's just part of life. And so when you have a conflict, what are some things that you can do to communicate through those better? Whether that's using nicer words, not having an attitude, taking sarcasm out of the conversation. Sarcasm can kill very, very easily. If you get sarcastic in the middle of a conflict, that's not good.
Yeah,
we've done it many times, and I would say when our sarcasm comes out, it's probably something to do with Jack. Like, he's screaming, or like he needs his shoes on or something. Like, literally, we had something today literally happen in the restaurant with, like, and sarcasm comes out. It's just like, and that's human nature, I think, and it's a demon you have to fight every day.
Not for Brian and Liz. Aren't they, like, overly nice to each other?
Yeah, that is funny. They do that. I think they've talked about that on the show before. They take kill with kindness to a whole new level. Like, they just.
If you started doing that to me, I'll just immediately walk away.
Yeah,
I'm not even entertaining.
I could see the steam come out of your ears if I did that.
Yeah.
Like that would not work.
Like, I would boil over so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Sorry, Brian. I cannot take that advice. I would be a dead man if I did that.
If you try to be nice to me, don't even think about it.
Exactly. Don't be nice. There you go. Thank you. You said it.
No. What was it? I want to remember what it was. We were in Tzatziki's and I don't know.
You don't want to get started because I'm going to prove you right again. Everybody's
You'll prove me right? Yeah, it's okay.
No, yeah, I'm going to prove myself right. And you're going to get shown up on the show, so we don't want to do that.
No, that's okay. I can take it.
We walk into the restaurant.
Oh, the table? Is that what we were sarcastic with each other about?
I mean, I wouldn't call it sarcasm, but it was just...
That has nothing to do with what we were talking about, but okay.
It kind of was because I got sarcastic in a sense. I don't know if you... I guess I wouldn't use sarcasm. Annoyed and sarcastic go hand in hand for me. Like, just like having a tone. We walk into the restaurant, and this is my forward thinking. We walk into the restaurant. Sunday after church, right?
Crowded.
Like, very crowded. 12:30. We get out late. 12:30. Everybody's eating lunch. Very popular spot to eat lunch. Walk in the restaurant.
Jeremiah wants me to sit at this booth right by the door.
No. Nope.
It's 20 degrees outside.
Stop. I'm going to mute your mic. It's very cold outside. There's a booth by the door. I said, let's sit here. And then I was like, she said, no, I don't want to sit there. Okay, fine.
Which was also like
there are 6
the
tables.
most not Jeremiah Jennings thing in the world.
I didn't really want to sit there. It was very cold. There were 6 other tables open minimum. I scanned the restaurant, 6 tables minimum. 6 tables. Jack needs diaper change. I said, okay, hand me the bag.
Let's keep in mind who had the toddler and the bag in this situation. So I can't look at anything because he's hungry, he's tired. This is where his diaper
This is where no.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
What? You're interrupting me. I was telling the story.
Well, you're not giving enough context.
I'm going to give you some more context. We're going to come back.
This is such a good show to talk about navigating conflict.
We're talking about it. This is something that we have to do better about, that we're just being open and honest. And guys, this should be the #1 rated show on all of podcasts. There's no other podcast that does this.
That was really...
That talks about this in depth in this real life. Why are we not mainstream news by now?
Okay.
We both just can't trust each other the first time. And I guess that's like type A personality, oldest child. Like, we need to do it.
We're 100% both the oldest child.
We both need to do it our own way and come up with the idea.
Yeah,
and it's not like
that has to be my idea.
You can't just do something because I said to do something.
Yeah, I know.
And we're both that way. It's so toxic.
I've never so bad that before. It's like when you were going to do something, but your mom tells you to do it, and then you're like, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, absolutely not. No. If you did it before she told you, it's the greatest I did in the world.
But if she tells you to do it, no.
No.
If you tell me to do it, no. Literally. I'm going to have to do it on my own.
100%. Thank you. See, mainstream news, here we come. This is how we are.
Funny.
And this is the exact scenario here.
Yeah, 100% because
I just wanted you to give me the diaper and go change him, or give me the bag.
No, because so we the funny thing is that like, okay, hold on, I'm stroking out. Wait, on another day of the week, the roles could
have been reversed
easily, like so easily, 100% could have been reversed.
Except I would have listened to you.
You're sleeping out here. You know what?
I think people saw the eye roll.
Are you okay?
I think people heard the eye roll there.
Oh, there wasn't an eye roll. It was just
death.
Death.
It was.
Anyways, yeah. The funny thing about this scenario is that 100% 3 days later would have been the same exact thing, just the roles reversed. Like me wanting to do what you're suggesting and you not because I'm suggesting
But you wanted because I suggested. So let's finish the story. 6 tables minimum open. Hand me the bag. Go change the diaper. We'll wait. When you get back, I'm going to set the bag down. I'm going to get in line to get our spot, right? This is the most efficient way. We're getting a table secured.
He just wants to save a table while he goes to do that. But also the other thing about Jeremiah is he won't explain any of that. He's just yelling at me, give me the bag.
We don't have time for that.
Give me the bag. No, I have to go change the kid's diaper.
No, because you won't just trust me. This goes back to you just won't trust me. You just won't trust me.
No.
I have our best interest in mind.
No,
always. Always. I always have our best interest in mind. I never am going to do anything to negate us our progress in anything. Why can you not just trust that? Every single thing, anything
because
that I
in
come
my
up
mind, you didn't need it. I needed it.
Yeah, exactly.
I had
Sure
to
you
go
did.
change. I had to take
this
the
was the
toddler
most
and change his diaper.
efficient way possible. Take the bag, put it on the table, go get in line. 6 tables open, minimum. Okay, no, she fights. She got mad. She was overstressed, overwhelmed, all the things, overstimulated, pregnant, 30 weeks, big pregnant, having a baby, and a toddler.
Yep.
Go to the bathroom, stomps off, goes to the bathroom, whatever. I'll go in line. 6 tables open, right? Comes back, we wait in line. 15,
for an hour.
Probably 10 minutes, probably 10, 15
hour.
minutes in line. Get to the end of the line.
It's not. There are no tables open.
0 tables. 0 lines backed up to the door. People standing around waiting on tables. Savannah looks at me. We're just going to get it to go because there's no tables.
Yeah, that's what I said. Okay.
And I could.
He was fuming. I was taking the L, but I was absolutely not going to give in and admit to caring.
Yeah, exactly. She wouldn't do it in the moment, but she knew she was wrong.
Yeah, I would literally
This is such an oldest
happily
child thing.
take the meal to go before I admitted that we should have
That's so toxic.
waited on a table.
That is so toxic because in the moment.
You say toxic, I say resilient.
Okay,
Headstrong.
we have to end this. Okay.
I was not going to. Why? Why is that toxic? There was no need for me to admit I was wrong. I wasn't wrong.
Yes, you were. We would have been sitting there with no issue at all. No issue. But instead.
Except you would have got what you wanted and I wouldn't have.
Okay. There's no way that people. I can't control myself anymore. So instead. We're frustrated when you go to the bathroom.
Guess what happened? We stand in line, we wait on the food, and then the table comes up.
Stop. No, you're leaving out context. Let's get it to go. We have no table. I give her I could look through her soul. I was so irritated. I was like, okay, whatever. And so I got up to the counter. We're going to get it to go.
And then I can tell he's pissed because he doesn't want to get it to go.
No, I don't want to get it to go. I didn't come to get it to go. We could have called an online order. We wasted so much time to get it to go. I don't want to eat cold food at home.
So I start trying to tell. He's ordering, and I'm like, "No, it's fine.
So then
we'll wait on a table."
Pops in. Oh, make it for here. So then she's stressing out in the middle of an order.
No, then we're like fighting in front of the order girl because he tells her it's to go, and I'm like, "It's for here."
And then
she just looks up.
What do I do?
I said, "It's for here." Anyways, it was fine, and we ordered, and then a table came up. And it all worked out for me, just like I knew it would.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it did.
It did.
This guy's, guess what? You know what? Take all the communication advice in the world from us. We have it all figured out.
We never said we were perfect at it.
We have it all figured out.
We said we are working on it, and this is
sounds
what we
like
do.
Sounds like you're working on it big time. You're proud of your decision.
Proud?
Yeah, you're sitting here saying you got what you wanted.
I was proud of taking the diaper bag to change the kid's diaper in the bathroom.
No, you were. I'm not admitting I was wrong in the moment.
Well, yeah, you don't in the moment.
Yes, you do. That's how you stop the crap from happening. We got it, guys. We're getting on the horn with Brad and Tammy tomorrow.
Yeah, you should look that up.
Yeah, I should. They are listening to the show. We're gonna try to get them on for a podcast. They're gonna listen to this show and be like, absolutely not. We're not touching that show with a 10-foot pole.
Maybe we should send them this, and they would feel sorry for us,
and
then they would help us out.
Maybe that is our only hope.
Yeah.
Jeez, this is so crazy. I don't know how we got to this point. I don't want to hold you any longer. We're coming up on an hour, literally, of this.
40 minutes.
Yeah. 40 minutes of people. Guys, I hope you listen to this song. Hope you got some entertainment out of at least the last 10 minutes here.
There's been some quality in here.
I just want you to go into this week and this year. We talked about goal casting, vision planning this past week.
I think you said that wrong.
No, I said it right. I wanted to say that.
You wanted to say goal casting and vision planning and not goal planning and vision casting?
Nope, said that way on purpose.
I'm sure you
got
did.
people's attention. You see, they were about to doze out, and I said it that way, and they were like,
"Oh,
that's not
that
how you
was
say
what we're gonna make them doze out."
Yeah, they were tired of us going back and forth, so they're like, I'm about to turn it off, and then they heard me say that.
They were tired of us going back and forth, and they should have a while ago.
We talked about that last week. I would love for you to sit down this week, have a very intentional conversation with your spouse, very clear expectations, code red, code yellow, code green, whatever system you want to put into your marriage. Make that work. Have those conversations. Set the tone early on. listen intently, and respect the other.
Yeah. No, the red, yellow, green, that's good. I don't know that I think the thing with that is, yes, you do it. Yes, you talk about it. You have to respect it. Because knowing you, sorry, that was a little off the tongue.
Knowing me. Okay.
Knowing you.
Come on, let it out. Let's see how we can resolve this conflict.
Us, it would be very natural in full transparency for one of us to bring something up and say, this is a yellow, and say, oh, this is just a yellow. This isn't a red.
It doesn't care.
This isn't.
Like, it doesn't matter.
We're good. I have a few more weeks to figure this one out. Like, we would be very sarcastic with it at first. Like, I think that if something like this is going to work, you have to be on the same page about respecting it. No, 100%. Babe, how many times would one of us not bring something up, and if I said, this is a green, you're like, okay, so this is just a green. I don't really have to worry about this today. Okay.
I think what it does is, so I'll tell you what I think it really does. I think a system like this is going to sound weird coming out. Brad and Tim would not agree with this advice.
I'm scared.
A system like this somewhat justifies your quote unquote irrational when it gets to red. If you start with green.
No, I don't think that this needs, I think this should prevent that.
It should prevent that. I'm saying it justifies it if you get to red. If you start with a green and then you go to a yellow and then you finally like, freak this, we're at red. You've had plenty of opportunities. So like at that point, you're not being irrational. You're not being like out of your mind.
Yeah,
you're saying this is a. Okay, well, we got bigger issues here.
Because here's the thing.
This is where we're not
doing this.
Well, let's do it, baby. Come on.
No, stop. First of all, stop.
Say it. Let's go.
God, you're so annoying. That we literally just spent the whole first half of the show talking about how I would calmly, nicely approach you with things.
Yeah, I just didn't think you were doing a very good job of you weren't
right. You just weren't taking my word for what it was. You needed me to like pound it in.
You weren't relaying. Right. You weren't relaying effectively to me the deepness of the problem.
Okay.
That's the way that I looked at it.
Right.
So I'm saying if you do it in a system, this way.
So much help.
100%. If you did it in a green, yellow, red, then like green. If you could do green and yellow, then obviously by the time it gets to red, like you have the right to.
Right, and in my mind, we were at red because I had tried green and yellow.
Yeah,
I just hadn't said this is green, this is yellow.
I wasn't thinking that way. So maybe you have been doing it, but we had not communicated and talked about like this is what we need to be doing.
Yeah, so do that.
Yeah, do that. Take my advice. I'm the professional.
I'm about to just take that side off.
What advice do you have for this week?
That. We just said it.
What?
You
weren't intently listening.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't. We got a big week ahead. We got baby appointment this week, all right?
We got a baby appointment. You got a 50-50 shot of us having a baby appointment this week at this point.
I got to put that on the calendar. I don't.
It's on the calendar.
I know. I'm trying to. Yeah. 4 more of those or 3 more of those?
Several. I don't know.
4 more of those.
I just show up when they tell me to be there.
30, 32, 34, 36. 4 more of those, and then we're every week.
Yep.
Craziness.
That doesn't make sense, though. How am I going to give birth in 9 weeks if we have 4 more every 2-week appointments? So that's 8 weeks, and then I go 4 times.
30. Doesn't make sense. 30, 32, 34.
Can we do this math not right now? Because
you only go for 3 more times.
Not counting tomorrow. Yeah.
No. Anyway, y'all have a great week this week. We got a baby appointment. Big things happening. Crazy cold weather, like 10 degrees when we wake up this morning.
It's going to feel like it's 4.
Mobile, Auburn, Alabama, like way south Alabama is going to get 4 inches of snow. The state's going to shut down. Snow. They don't know what to do with themselves. They're not going to survive.
There's snow on the beach.
Yeah, it's going to be.
I'm not going to say that.
What?
I was going to ask what the snow does on sand.
That would be weird. I have no idea. Never seen it. It happens up north, though, right?
I don't know.
On the lakes of Michigan.
Do they have a bunch of sand up there?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I've actually never seen that.
Like just sand.
Why have I never thought about that?
Cooled like as fast as the ground does. So would it stick to it?
Yeah, that's very interesting. I have absolutely no idea.
I'm about
Cannot give an answer on that.
look it up.
Big things coming this week. If you want to sign up for our newsletter, you can do that in our email. If you want to sign up for LMN, you can in our email. You can do that in our show notes. You sign up for LMN, you can do that in our show notes as well. Big things. Multiple people reached out, signed up in the last couple of weeks, getting their budgets in order, set up for spring. If you got any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to help you in any way, shape, or form. It's spring rush right on the corner. We got a lot to do, a lot to get into. A lot more great things coming here on the show in the next couple of weeks. Hope you're enjoying these. Well, I'm fired up. If you can't tell, we're fired up. We're excited. We're in a fun season of life, and we got a lot of big things happening ahead. So we're sharing that with you, taking you along the way. And would love to hear from you. If we can help you in any way, shape, or form, please let me know. Thank you for tuning into this week. Thank you for supporting us. We could not do without you. I know you could be listening anywhere, and I appreciate that you choose to spend some time with us today on the show. But that's going to wrap this one up. Thank you for tuning in. And without any further ado, we will catch you here on the next one.